Okay. Oh, it's another entity. Oh, shit.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
You want me to? Jesus Christ.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me.
How do I get up there? Lag. I'm good now.
White! Open the gates!
Priests? What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Good to see you living, sir. Where are the others? Short. I'm on Williams duty. And the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
The general store. Oh, I can't get that room yet because I have to talk to this fucking loser.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way. The Banisher. You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain? I've not a single bad word to say about that dismally antiquated, superannuated old man.
Nice.
His depth of experience is inspiring, although I shudder to think what those experiences have done to him. But we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view, and then ignore it as we look to the future.
Got it.
What do you think of Helen Priest then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to old doctrine. People here are desperate. They're sick, they need courage. And Helen Priest fears nothing.
You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's...
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers, forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
Okay.
I must...
And I think...
Alright.
No Ferdinando here.
Military arsenal. Interesting. With the death of Private Forbury, according to Forbury's wishes, and to award his military exploits during the Battle of Bloody Brook, Teddy the Shadow is appointed to be the owner of the Forbury's late properties, including his rifle. May the Shadow carry this fine gun with honor. My sweet Ethel, some of my comrades are sick. I can do nothing for them, squeamish as I am. Matthew spent the night at the nurse's side, carrying spew in buckets. A good man, though he speak little. I am cold, I am hungry, I am tired, and there is fighting yet to do. This is the military quarters. Or yeah. Okay. Let me just yoink everything. Oh, fucking Bible. God damn it, dude. Get the shit out of here.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work. You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, Wraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden Town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the bold and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick-Skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her shoulders. Without her, the band will suffer.
Is that right?
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell? Truly? Well, better him than his father. May the vacuous peacock rest in peace.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
I want to kill this guy.
Permission to take my leave. Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you...
Spectres in the mines bear a grudge against Captain Pennington. Steal your shit, you ungrateful bitch. Why are you still leading then?
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
Ooh, get him.
I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am.
Are you, indeed? Please, thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort.
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone.
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No. Why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy. As, I'm sure, are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
I'll take your soup, bitch.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddammit! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh.
Who the hell are you? Queen Mary Stuart?
Well, I've met Mary II, and she's a little prettier than I. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher.
The Banisher come to gloat at sick old Cotton Peabody. Well, piss off. There's a sudden stink of death in here, Scotsman, and it ain't from me.
Where did you fight, soldier?
None of your business, Scotsman.
This comrade is why no one wants to talk to you.
You know, soldier, you're a brawler and a rebel, and if you fought at all, I'll wager you lost. I'm a proper soldier, me. Self-made, too. Left the family farm and signed up to fight them Indians. I learned the hard way, in the blood and the snow. Fought under the captain himself, I did, and followed him here and joined the train band.
When did you get sick?
What's it to you? I'm not so sick as I can't give some nosy Scotsman what for.
Aye. When I'm sick, I get surly too.
I'll smack the shit out of you.
Mr. Peabody.
Not like I can go any...
I'll smack the shit out of him. For real.
My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a banisher. Name's McCraith, but you may call me Red.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
You thought you were an old grumpy son of a bitch? Yo, this guy's a fucking... Yo, let's smack the shit out of him, set him straight.
So, how'd you end up here? What brought you to nursing?
That, sir, is a personal question.
I'm a personable man.
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick. Afterwards, I swore I'd serve others when they were sick. And here I am. What about you?
I was haunted. Someone cared for me. Saved me from my ghosts. Now I do the same.
A fine story.
I'll not bore you with more. Times being as they are, how come you only have the one
I
patient?
think everyone died, right?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history of contagion. Folk worry.
What does he have?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I must insist. I have work to do here. I'd rather not risk infection myself.
Insist all you like. I'll not say. However, on an entirely unrelated subject, I assure you, you'll not catch the king's evil here.
Scrofula. Cured, some say, by the touch of a king.
Not many kings round here.
No, there's just me and my professional understanding of his condition.
Did you not feel...
If I did,
Farewell.
Interesting.
farewell.
Fucking interesting. What else we got? I'm just gonna visit all the houses. Okay, that's locked.
We need to find the key to open this.
I have little time to write, and do not know if you shall ever read this letter. We are besieged. We are besieged, and what attacks us is not human. The dead come, our men die, and our ammunition runs low. Pray for us. Big T.
A store. Fernando's?
God.
Closed. Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
Herewith remarked and confirmed the ownership of the store heretofore known as the property of Misters Rebecca Hardgrave now passes. Oh, mistress. Entirely and without encumbrance to Fernando Miller. Confirmed by the relevant legal authority, meaning me, to be registered as is required when circumstances permit. Pennington.
Father reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Fair. Piece of wood carved in the form of an amulet but not yet finished. Ghost
He's
or...
making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
He works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him?
It's locked, I can't touch it. I can open up, okay. That makes sense now. I can open up the side door.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Ingersoll's shop blacksmith, Ingersoll's shop, blacksmith.
He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Last will and testament, I, Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave, in the town of New Eden, being of sound mind and firm intervention, bequeath to Fernando Miller, in the eventuality of my death, my entire estate, including but not limited to the following items.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Rebecca sent me.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales, to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Now, my friend.
This guy is dog shit. Yeah, I'm killing you. You're done. You're done. I'm killing you.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to...
I don't want to talk to you. This guy's fucking... Everyone here is
It's
fucking
sold
garbage.
Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave, now being now deceased, and further in terms of will, property, man, Fernando Miller is warehouse in the eyes of God, the king of blah 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 blah. I see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
A better deal for her than for him.
She kept that quiet.
As if it were of no consequence.
Whichever records, reports, and the documents be back. Need to go up there. Apparently there's something on the wall that I need to talk to. Wait, is it? Yeah. Maybe this? Mr. Matthews, sir, I write in the hope that someday soon you shall receive this letter in which I inform you of the sad death of your son Elliot, killed in the recent days upon the slopes of Mount Jericho on a sortie into the wilds in search of ammunitions. Young Matthews and his comrades were beset by enemies. It pains me to tell you that they fell. Your son spoke often of his family, by which I mean you, his father, and most particularly his dear sister, with whom he was close. Be both assured that Elliot died a hero. Madam, though you do not know me and I do not know you, I am told by many my commander officer that you are betrothed to young Talbot Williams, the New Eden train band, a good man and brave. It is sad indeed that he is dead. On a sortie into the wild searching for ammunitions, young Williams, blah blah blah. Garbage. It's all garbage.
Storeroom. Locked.
There's something behind it, though. Oh. Was it a jail cell?
Storeroom. Locked.
Okay. Legacy cache. When you are in need, find him. Fortune favors those who wake at daybreak. Spiritual Ward. Damage taken is reduced by 10%, but spirit points are gained by... Spirit points gains by 40%. Isn't that good? I feel like that's kind of good, no? That's just too good, honestly. That one's in front.
You're new.
Name's Red Mc...
You look a landlubber to me.
I've met your...
Cheers that, aye. Get myself lucky. Are you a married man, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. That, I suppose...
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Aye. Our feelings exactly. We were happy. Why ruin it and live to regret it?
Regret? Oh, I've no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
May you prosper in good health.
He that does...
Mr. Mc...
I'm just... I'll let you get back.
If you... Enough, John. I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's backbone is gone, and we're all suffering.
The
Yeah.
captain's a war hero. Have respect.
Respect. Ellen Priest sets out into the wilds in search of our salvation while the captain rots in his office. Go to hell. Take a captain with you.
I received the things you owed me. They're good. I thought you a liar. It seems you are not. Rebecca's slave Ferdinando was not satisfied with his dead mistress's fortune. By Pennington's order, he's a free man now, and a merchant to boot. This shite shall be the end of us, mark me. Anyways, we are quits, you and I. Until next we shuffle cards in the barrack with the men.
Nope.
Shepherd. Militiaman. Let's try the barrack room.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store.
A comb.
I met your friend, Mr. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed a vibrant and resolute young woman.
And she seemed eager to leave town as
I rather think we should.
Holy shit. Not that great.
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have. Thank you.
Where's the paintings? Oh, this one right here?
Pretty. The work, I mean.
we know where to go. The barrack room.
So many question marks around me. Holy shit, man.
A
Oh, it's
vivid,
this thing.
the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
This guy's a piece of shit.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
This guy's a shitter. Because he can read, right? He said he couldn't understand. But then how did he know? I'm pretty sure he does. In his house there's a lot of books, no? That's the infirmary, not this. Where is his house? This one, yeah. I didn't get to check the book. What did I?
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm gonna kill you.
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
Pussy.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave. But hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, you are blinded by your emotions. You cannot see the harm you do.
How can love be harmful?
You imposed your love on someone who could not refuse it. It was just another chain with which to bind him.
I only wanted him to be happy.
No, you didn't. You wanted him to be yours. Be gone.
My own master at last. You understood. I misjudged you. Thank you. Take this for your trouble. Can I help you? Now, my friend.
Farewell to you, Mr.
Hello, come to me if you need anything.